Thank you for joining me, Joe Unwin, also known as FlowJoe, on another PowerFX video. Today we are going to be looking at the month function. So, what does the month function actually do? Well, the month function allows you to take a date and time and extract the month specifically from that. So it ignores the day, ignores the year, ignores the time, and just picks that specific month section out of the date and time. What this is going to allow you to do then is, if you're looking to check if a month is a particular month, like let's say you're cycling through a load of list of records and you're wanting to specifically just pull out June, you're going to just want to check that it's the 6th month, then you can do this by just pulling out that number, wrapping a condition around it, and then you can check that. Now, obviously, if you wanted to confirm data with a user, let's say you're using Copilot Studio and you wanted to confirm that the month was correct, you may want to extract out the date that they've provided into broken pieces so that they can confirm that the day is equal to the day, the month is equal to the month, and the year is equal to the year. This obviously depends on what you're trying to achieve, but there are many use cases for this. So, how do we actually do this then? Well, I'm going to be using Copilot Studio to show you how to do this, but if you're not familiar with Copilot Studio or you're here for Power Apps, it's exactly the same thing. The formula bar at the top, you're just going to type exactly the same thing as what I'm putting here, and you will achieve the same thing because PowerFX is used in many different places, but it is one unified language, so wherever it's being used, it's exactly the same everywhere, which is great. So if you learn it on Power Apps, you can actually write PowerFX straight on Copilot Studio and many other places as Microsoft expands this further. Okay, so what I've done, just to catch you up on, if you're not familiar with Copilot Studio, you have a trigger on a topic which essentially allows you to run that particular topic, similar to how Power Automate works, where you've got a trigger and then the flow runs. Here you have phrases, and then that triggers this topic, which will then allow you to carry on through this topic. So I've got get the month, current month, what is the month now, and then I can say things very similar to that, such as get me the current month, and it will understand the wording and then trigger this particular topic. Okay, so we've got a PowerFX month topic, we've got the phrases to trigger it, and then what we've got is we've got a variable of month, which is a number, because when you use this month function, it only returns the number. It doesn't return like the full month name. It doesn't say June, for example, it will say 6. Okay, so we've got a month variable, and what we're doing is we're using this particular formula to get that. Now, I'm using now to get a date and time for now. So if you don't understand how now works, now gets the date and time of right now as soon as it's run. So if I press go right now, it's going to get the 20th of November 2023 and whatever the timestamp is. But the month actually wrapped around this is going to say, okay, well, if it's the 20th of November, I just want November, so I need 11 to come back. So I'm going to ignore and take away everything else from that date and time and just get that 11. But I'm using now as just an example here. If you're pulling data from Dataverse, let's say you've got a row that's got a column that's a date and time, you can pass that in here. You can manually enter a date and time. You could enter a date and time that's during triggering, anything like that. However you want to get the date and time, you can do so, but you just have to wrap it in the month. So you say month with a capital M, open the parentheses, put the date and time in, close the parentheses, and that will extract the month for you. Okay, so then we've got the month as a variable, and what I'm doing just to finalize this is I'm passing the month in a message just so that we can actually see it come back when we're doing our test. So let's move on to the test then. If I go into test Copilot, I've just got a little greeting message here saying this is a PowerFX formula demo. And then I'll say something like, get me the current month. Now what that's going to do is it's going to run through our topic, but you can see 11's come back because it is November and we've actually got the month instantaneously, but let's just scroll back and see what's happened. As you can see here, the phrases have triggered, and you can see this green line here to say that this this node has been actually run. Then we've gone into the variable. We've got the now date and time. And right now at the recording of this, it's the 20th of November, 2023. So it's taken that, it's extracted the November. So it's got the 11, it's taken that out, and it's stored it as a variable a month, and I'm just passing it through. And that is essentially how you can easily get the month out of a date and time using Power FX, wherever you're using Power FX, be it in Power Apps or Copilot Studio. And it's very simple to do, and it's very easy to replicate. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, leave a comment below, hit that like and subscribe button to help the channel grow, and I'll see you next time.